Is it standard for a mechanic at a dealership to gaslight a customer that has purchased a brand new vehicle within the last 3 years from that specific dealership, or is it just our experience? This message is for Toyota, or if anybody else has areas of expertise and could provide some insight, I need help. And unfortunately, the normal routes of trying to correct this issue or these isolated incidences aren't happening. I don't like blasting things on social media. More specifically, a relatively new-ish vehicle having AC lines rot out. And when the dealership is contacted, we are informed that they have been doing a lot of these repairs on this specific vehicle from this year due to a manufacturing design flaw that causes them to rot out prematurely. I don't know about anyone else. Feel free to give your experience. I've never had to replace AC lines on a vehicle that's 10 or almost 15 years old, let alone under 4 years old. I understand that from a business standpoint, it is all about the bottom line. This vehicle is under 4 years old. There isn't even a question of a recall. This is a standard problem that's happening, and I'm not saying that it's just a cheap repair either. When we got the quote back of how much it would cost, it was $2,000 on top of the payment that we already have. Now, I know that the financially responsible thing is not to finance a vehicle and not to buy brand new. We didn't have a choice, and we thought that when we purchased this vehicle, we would have it long term and that we would not be incurring these ridiculous costs that in the life of my Silverado that I just had to replace, we never had issues with. It's not a cheap repair. We just got the quote. So we dropped the vehicle off a few days ago after suffering through a few weeks of not having AC at all in 90-degree heat. We dropped it off, we received the quote and was told that it would be $2,000. We bought a new vehicle so we wouldn't have to incur this level of repair. We live about an hour drive one way from this dealership because we live in rural western New York State. It's not exactly right down the road, and they provided us with a loaner, which is a RAV4. My husband got the phone call yesterday that it was going to be $2,000. The lady that he was speaking with said that she would talk to someone higher up in management to see if there would be any assistance in covering this ridiculous expense. That means that we're waiting on phone calls to happen. He got a phone call from the dealership this morning saying that we needed to take the RAV4 back today because we are waiting on upper management to get back to them to see if they're going to cover that repair. We bought a brand new vehicle so that we wouldn't have these ridiculously expensive repairs. And this doesn't include the gaslighting situation that happened in January. We have been meticulous about repairs and maintenance and making sure that things are done when they need to be done. We own a farm. We're not illiterate and unintelligent to maintenance and things that need to be done with vehicles. But I can tell you that this purchasing experience and the entire customer service situations that I've encountered while dealing with this specific dealership, it's a hard sell for me. And honestly, when we got this hybrid Sienna, I loved it. I couldn't say enough good about it. Anybody that asked me, I don't know. I'm at a loss. And we were told that we had to bring the rental back today, but the van's not fixed because we can't afford this unseen $2,000 that the dealership, the company, I guess it's the company, may not even back up. It's less than 4 years old. It might have 70,000 miles on it because I was driving it to work every day. It's not like it's your standard repairs that would need to be done at 70,000 miles. The thermostat issue we dealt with in December, in January, in February was a whole nother issue. And the mechanic denied that that was the problem. As it turns out, there was a shortage of parts. So instead of saying, yes, the thermostat is the issue, this is why the temperature's not regulating. And when you get an ice storm, this is why your windshield's not thawing and defrosting and everything is iced over, which is super safe, by the way. We drove our van like that for 6 weeks because Toyota wouldn't own up to the fact that this was the problem. We just can't get the parts. We own a farm. We don't have a lot of time to expend driving back and forth to Basil Toyota of Lockport. But here we are again, probably going to have to make another trip back up there today just to turn around and take it back up there when we receive a response or not, whether Toyota is going to cover the repair. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I've never had this experience in any vehicle purchasing, owning scenario. And I'm 39 years old. I've purchased, not that we buy a new vehicle every year, I have literally never dealt with a situation as unfavorable as this one, and no one is giving us answers. No one can say. But the only thing we did hear that was concrete was that the 2022 Siennas are having this problem with AC lines rotting out. But instead of Toyota owning up and just covering the cost of repair, and 2 weeks ago when we found out that it was the AC lines, we were ready to trade it in and get a used Suburban. That's where we're at. We can't afford this $2,000 repair. We financially, somebody help me. I have spent countless hours providing free agricultural education to the masses and showcasing and displaying the farm and showing what we do here and helping others. We just need some help right now.